Thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Memorial Gym at Hazard for girls basketball action tonight as the Buckhorn Lady Wildcats come to town to play the Hazard Lady Bulldogs. Manis Blair, Jim McCauley, David Adams with you, and all the hometown crew. Guys, we had some big games Saturday. We come back tonight for some girls action, and the Buckhorn team is trying to build, trying to get things going, and Hazard, one of the teams that we picked earlier, could make some noise.
Oh, yeah, David, we've watched this Hazard team grow up over the last couple of years. We're kind of expecting them now. They came on strong last year towards the end of the year, but, this year and, for the foreseeable future, they should be really set up in a good situation.
Well, talk to Coach Howard down there when you all were saying that I was being a politician. But Coach Howard was talking about the games he's played so far, and he's played Jackson County, and he's played North Laurel. So
Two tough teams,
and with this young team, like we said in the previews, sooner or later, you don't say young, you say experienced, and
right.
You say time-tested and game-tested. And I think that's what Coach Howard's trying to do with the schedule in which he's had in place early so far.
Well, if you can go back the last couple seasons for the Lady Dogs, to be honest, guys, I did not pick them to be in the regional tournament. And for you turn around in the semifinals, the Final Four of the region, and you see the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, and when you look out here and you've got Laura Everidge and you've got Maddie Frontapple, you got two girls here that are going to lead this team. And Coach Howard is talking about the progress that Miss Eddington here in front of us. And we talked about it last year, if you remember, at the end of the year. And he says she's still coming on. So you put Caudle with Eddington, and you've got the Twin Towers.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know of anybody, really, other than Prairie Central, has got that much size.
She's one of the players that Manis and Jim really probably – Addington was a kid that really developed a lot last year and really learned the game. She uses the square extremely well, gets up and down the court well. She hits the boards. She protects the ball. So she's a big plus for the Lady Dogs.
Yeah, and Frontapple, we've watched her game and watched the evolution of her since she was probably in 7th grade.
Oh, yeah.
And, I think before it's all said and done, she's going to be one of the better players in the 14th region in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no question. Her a freshman right now, and she just loves the game, and you can watch her out here warming up, that how she moves, how she catches the ball, how her base is going up. She knows the game.
Yep.
Yeah, and she comes from a basketball family, and that family knows about basketball and promotes and supports her, just like a lot of these girls here for Hazard. And one of the things, we'll see how much and how far they've come along. And like I told Coach Howard, talking to him before the game, I said, I didn't see you to this summer or whatever, but I'm interested to see how far your young players have come along. And it's no different with Buckhorn. And, and Coach Blank, and we talked about Coach Blank, the boys coach, and it's the same thing. When you play Buckhorn, they're playing for the name across their chest, and they will play hard. And the Blank boys,
Coach Blank has done a great job with that program, and I remember when he used to coach the middle school at Buckhorn.
Right.
And let me tell you, when you played him, you had a game, and regardless of what his roster was, his kids played hard. You watch this girls team play, they will give it all they've got. They will play extremely hard, and well-respected coach, Coach Blake. And just like Coach Howard.
And it just takes a while. When you've got a small school, it just takes so long, and you got to start from your Pee-wee to your D team, your C team, your B team, your A team, and then it moves on to your high school. And it just takes a while.
Man, it's just like this team here. We watched them play as 7th and 8th graders, and here they are now.
And they took some whippings when those girls were in 7th grade.
Yeah.
But you could see it coming. And, I think, was Heidi the only senior they had last year? That's what I thought. Heidi Bentley was the only senior they had last year. And, came an ace of knocking off who were the semifinals?
Estill, what was the other one? Owsley. And, they could just as easily have been there. But, before they had Abby Maggard 2 years ago, kind of the bell.
Yep, and she was one of the better players in the region.
And then they were fortunate to get Heidi Bentley with experience as well. Now, somebody, either Everidge or Front Apple, has to be that person that when the game's on the line, they want the basketball, they handle the basketball, or predominantly the ball's in their hands.
I think they're going to need both those gals this year to be big in the ball games, because if you look at our region, you have Knott Central, who has a very experienced team coming back. Then you have these Leslie County Eagles who will
and we'll see them
and fight. Yeah, and we will see Leslie County in the Hazard Lady Dogs on Friday night here on Hometown 24. Should be a dandy in that one. Tip off 7:30 from Hyden. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little more ball. So stay with us on this Monday night high school basketball night.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back to Memorial Gym here at Hazard High School in the good city of Hazard, Kentucky. Guys, some keys to the game, and we'll start. Manus, if you're coaching Buckhorn, what do you have to do to be successful?
Well, I think Blank's got to handle the basketball for them, and they got to have all 5 people involved against Hazard's pressure and move without the basketball. They're going to, they're an underdog, of course. But you got to use that underdog mentality, and I know Coach Blank will. Blank's got to handle the ball real well. They've got every ball that goes on the floor, I believe they're going to go get it. And, play minute by minute, quarter by quarter to stay in it with the Lady Bulldogs.
Jim Bob, if you're sitting on that bench with a Hazard Lady Dogs, what do you tell them?
Hey, I'm going to speed this game up. I'm going to try to make it just as much pressure and get the ball up and down the floor quick. Use my speed to try to turn them over and then get my girls going with good shots.
Absolutely. Buckhorn is a team. We got to see them last season, and they played extremely hard. I was very appreciative of their effort. And Hazard Lady Dogs, what can you say? They've been in the Final Four the last 2 seasons as very young kids. And you made a point a while ago, the youth is over after you start your 3rd year of varsity basketball. Yep. So no matter if they are freshmen and sophomore, they're a veteran team.
Yeah, and game experience. I mean, these girls, they may be freshmen and sophomores, but, they probably have more varsity minutes than most juniors and seniors in the region.
Absolutely. Also, the YMT Crosstown is going on tonight, getting started in boys action. We'll try to have some scores for you at the Man Toyota at the half tonight, as we talk a little basketball. And also, I want to remind everybody, as the week goes along, the YMT will be going along as well at Perry County Central High School, and we'll try to update you. Friday night, Hometown 24 will be in Hyden, Kentucky. And we will have a big game over as the Lady Dogs and Lady Eagles. Hazard goes against Leslie County. That should be a good matchup for Friday night for girls basketball.
Oh, we've been in the 54th district. We'll be in there all week.
We have indeed, and we're just a little over a minute away. We'll come back with the starting lineups to get this basketball game underway. Stay with us. Monday night high school basketball on Hometown 24.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
This holiday season, don't just deck the halls, tech the halls with brand new devices from Appalachian Wireless. All of Santa's good boys and girls are gonna love this holiday deal. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny with the unlimited or mix and match plan with a standard 2-year agreement. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny. See Santa's little helpers at your favorite Appalachian Wireless location for details. And tech the halls. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best. Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym at Hazard. Manus Fleur, go ahead and update us with our starting lineup.
First for Hazard, 0-2 on the season. Number 5, freshman Maddie Frontapple. Number 10, junior Carly Davidson. Number 11, sophomore Laura Everidge. Number 15, sophomore Braylon Eddington. And number 0, senior sophomore Kaylee Pennington. And as the lights come back on, Coach Howard, Todd Howard, coach of the Lady Bulldogs for the Buckhorn Lady Wildcats, 0-3 on the season. Haley Drew Blank, number 0, junior. Number 14, 8th grader Greenlee Deaton. Number 30, junior Lila Wooten. Number 40, senior Haley Stidham. And number 44, junior Ashlyn Adams. And Buckhorn is coached by Mr. Andrew Blank. And I think I got all those right. Happy birthday to Katie Sloan.
Well, Katie's a good gal.
Helped me a lot in volleyball, guys.
Oh, very knowledgeable, very good player.
Yep. And the tip goes to the Bulldogs. Frontapple out front. Buckhorn looks like, guys, 2-1-2 or 2-3, however you preface it.
And they're trying to come out on it, too, to slow the shooter down. Good movement.
And good play by Coach Blank to kind of slow the Bulldogs down, make them work it. As the 3 is long. Rebound comes down to Pennington, out to Davidson. In the middle, in the soft middle, Pennington up. Nice shot, didn't go. Rebound comes down to Wooten.
Good ball movement there by the Dogs. Got a good look.
Hazard in the 2-3, guys. So we're going to 2-3 it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I anticipated Hazard coming out with a little bit more pressure on the ball.
Yep, and Stidham goes on the baseline and loses control, and it will be Bulldogs ball. So turnover to the Lady Wildcats. And, you usually run that 1-3-1 set like that, and that's deflected that time by Stidham with a steal for the Lady Wildcats. Deaton with a basketball. And Frontapple's going to steal it behind her back, gives it up with a no-look pass to Davidson. Front apple in there, goes up. It's, I thought it might have been blocked. Nope. And it's going to be Buckhorn basketball, and looks like now 2-2-1 by the Hazard Lady Bulldogs.
Front apple, I thought, was trying to draw a foul there and went into the crowd, and it come up loose for her.
Buckhorn doing a great job breaking the press.
Very good job. Had a person in the middle move the ball well.
This team will be well coached. You can bet on it.
Blank misses the three. Rebound comes down to Davidson.
Just like Hazard, these two have been worked with.
A nice pass by Front Apple, and Eddington with her first two. 2-2-1 once again. Nice look as the middle was taken. Deaton with a shot. It's going to go in.
Nice touch.
And it is Deaton. Her number was different in the book. And Average comes up short. Rebound comes down to Pending. Back to Average. Over to Davidson for the three. It's a little long. Rebound comes down to Blank. Middle of the floor. Gives it up to Deaton. Loses it. Eddington with the steal. 2 against 1. Front apple goes in, and she is fouled by Blank.
Front apple started to make the pass, but the defender took a step over, and she decided to go ahead and ride in. And
well, she's a heady player, David. You can tell right now she's just really a cerebral player out there.
And she involves other people early.
Yeah.
And she makes the first one.
Barely touches the bottom.
And good rotation, as David Adams always said.
Gotta have it.
Makes it 4-2, Bulldogs. And, you know, Front Apple, and I was about to say, and she steals it, gives it up to Davidson. Left hand doesn't go. Front Apple with a rebound. Left hand misses it. Gets her, nope, gets her own rebound.
Look
nice
at that pass.
Yeah. And there's
that
Eddington.
was perfect. Bounce pass in the lane.
Yeah. Eddington 4. And it's a steal, but Davidson gives it up to Front Apple, and that's going to be a timeout, guys.
Yeah, Hazard not good Buckhorn not good spacing that time.
I'm really impressed, though, David, with the passing from Hazard. That's 3 assists right there in a row that were all 3 nice passes. Very unselfish play by the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach Blake will spread his team a little more and maybe bring his 4 or 5 is back here. He may bring one of them to the middle after they part. We'll see.
But like Jim said, very good pattern to break the press.
Yeah.
Hazard just putting a little bit more ball pressure now. So now Coach Blank has to change.
Yeah.
And may have to bring him up, like you said, David.
You know, that will maybe take some of the pressure up top off. And let's see, the 4 and 5 is back here. I'll see if one of them breaks. Not yet. Nobody in the middle yet. There we go.
It's deflected, and Front Apple with a 15-footer, and it will go.
Nice play.
Give her 6.
Maddie, not only a nice shot, a good effort on defense that time.
Blank with the ball being double-teamed in the backcourt, and it's going to be knocked away by Davidson.
Now the coach is calling for the 4 to come up. Yeah.
David Adams must have been listening in the timeout or something.
Well, you've got to have somebody in the middle when you break a press, especially a 2-2-1.
Blank goes in, and Pennington, as official Stacy says, was straight up. And Front Apple loses it, and it'll be a turnover, and the ball will go to Buckhorn.
10-2 or score, first quarter at Memorial Gym. Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, and Dave Adams with you, the hometown crew. Jeremy Woolham working the cameras for us tonight, guys. Josh Cornett on control.
Buckhorn trying to run the weave, loses it. This Blank. Davidson with it, goes in, is pushed on the way up, and that foul will go against Deaton.
The ball handler stood up and lost control. You got to keep your back bent, and that's what Coach is telling her.
Well, you know, after that first possession, you can see that Hazard has ramped up the pressure on the ball across, and it's giving Buckhorn some problems.
First one is good. Hazard 3 of 3 so far from the line. And it's missed. Deaton will run it down in the far corner. Left-hand dribble, goes up with a shot, and it's long. Rebound comes down to Average. Run out by Davidson. Average to the go and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Stidham, and it's going to be, I thought it was a tie, but then Adams puts it out of there. Deaton sets it up, and a 1-2-2 set. And it's deflected by Davidson. And Front Apple will go in, lay it in.
Basket.
And that will be a full timeout, guys.
13-2 our score. We'll return to Hazard right after this.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
13-2 are scored. Buckhorn will have the basketball, and action starts back shortly. And here comes Hazard breaking from the huddle. And guys, we're ready to go.
And Hazard changes and goes man-to-man, and that's always a smart play to change it up, as Coach Pope did at UK. So Deaton goes in, knocked away by Davidson, but picked up by Adams. Blank with a long three, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Pennington. Pass. And Eddington stepped out on the baseline, and Front Apple, I think she surprised Eddington with that. She kind of surprised me and Jim.
Yeah, that was a heck of a two-handed pass. She had some rocket, little pepper on it.
Through an aspirin. Stidham picks up her dribble. Deaton going against Davidson. Stidham being guarded by Front Apple. Puts it up. Hits the side of the backboard. Eddington with the reach it. And there goes Davidson in for the layup and puts it in. Give her three.
Yep, nice play from her. This team passes the ball extremely well on the break.
Oh, got to look down the sideline. Nice look, Blank for the three, and it goes.
Nice shot, 20-footer.
Give her three. And, you know, that's the hardest thing to teach girls is not looking in the middle, because your coach said the middle's open. But then when the middle's not open, you got to go down your sideline, and that's what happened. Look, nice goes pass into Eddington to Average, spin, goes in, lays it off the board, misses it.
Average a good move, but shot it too hard. Nice move.
And that was Wooten with a rebound. So now balancing the floor, trying to get Blank to come up. Deaton is. And it's stolen by Eddington, and she's going to go all the way. Puts it in. Give her six.
There's your four, bringing the ball up very nicely. Back bend, dribbling the ball, goes up and uses the square.
And, you know, Hannah Cottle's not playing tonight, so she's going to get a lot of minutes. Deaton with a shot, and there's Eddington with a rebound. Front Apple looking up. She's always looking up. Gets it to Average for the three, and it's a little bit short. Pennington with the rebound and puts it in.
Pennington playing hard tonight. She's been on the board down there as well.
Stolen by Davison, gives it up to Front Apple. She misses it. Rebound's going to come down, and she steals it back. Well, Eddington gets it.
Ball's still a little loose right now.
I think we've got a rugby scrum.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say a scrum on the floor.
Yeah.
Buckhorn comes away with it.
50 seconds, first quarter.
And it's knocked away. It'll be Buckhorn's basketball as number 3 will come in. Maggie Combs for Davidson. And number 22 will come in, and I do not have a 22. I will look at my goes inside, kicks it to number 22 to Deaton, and that will go. Nice shot, squared up well.
Absolutely good follow through, and
yeah, Deaton's not a bad looking player
no,
for an 8th grader. Handles the ball with her left and right hand both.
She's a good little ball player, no question about it.
Average with a 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Combs. To Pennington, she looked to get it, but decided to shoot it. Rebound's going to come down to number 22. Blank looks up. Nice look to Deaton. Deaton, an 8th grader. Goes in with a runner. A little bit long. Rebound's going to come down, up, and that's the way it's going to end our first quarter.
And Buckhorn starting to hit a few shots now. 19-7 their score. Second quarter coming up.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
19-7 their score. Second quarter coming up. Manus got a report from over to AMT yet. Not in Harlan. Last score we heard 38-33 Harlan by 5.
And no, I do not at this time.
That game should be getting close.
It was close. It was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think it was 53-41 the last time I checked, but I'm not for sure on that.
All right. We'll try to get that score out to you as soon as we find out for sure. Just across town from Memorial Gym, Perry County Central High School. So a lot of basketball in Perry County this past weekend and so forth. What's that score, man?
53-43. Harlan County with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go.
So those two going at it down in the YMT.
The Pumpkin Palace.
Pumpkin Palace. Buckhorn will have the basketball starting the second quarter. 19-7 their score, and we're off and running.
Number 22 is Chelsea Mullins, as I found out during that time. Nice movement as they run the old flex. Mullins goes in, stops, nowhere to go. Didn't walk. Deaton with the basketball. Brings it through, goes to the baseline, and it's deflected and stolen by Combs. Nice look to Eddington, gives it up to Davidson, to Average. Straight in, goes up, misses it. Front apple with a 3, and it rolls, doesn't go, and the rebound's going to go off Hazard, and it'll be Buckhorn basketball.
I thought Maddie's shot was a good shot. Yeah. She was open, hit this circle to rim, but a nice attempt there.
Deaton do a nice job break it. Tries to get the pass in there to Wooten, and it's stolen. Eddington gets it up to Average. Crossover up, and he missed it. Davidson with a putback. Give her 5 on the night. 2-2-1. Nope. Man-to-man by the Bulldogs. Mullins out front, dribbling. Gives it up. It's knocked away by Addington. They go to the floor, and that's going to be a 3 by Blank, and it doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Davidson. Front Apple in the middle of the floor, and you better be watching if she hits you in the back of the head. Goes in, misses it, gets her own rebound, gives it up to Addington. To Davidson for the 3, and it's short. Rebound to Front Apple. Spins, goes up, and a foul is going to be on Wooten, and that's going to be her first. Front Apple will go to the line for 2.
Maddie's game a little different already, I see, from last year. She's really going to the board to rebound more than she did last season.
Well, and the thing about it is, guys, she's gained strength, too.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, it's obvious with the way she's passing the ball.
Maybe a little taller, too, you know.
I really like the way she facilitates the ball, though. You like that Maina said. She stayed in the middle of the floor, like a good guard.
Yeah. And once again, if you're not ready to catch the basketball, you're going to get hit with it. Blank with a steal. Left-hand dribble against Average, pulls it back, gives it up to Mullins. Mullins with a runner, comes up short, but it's rebound by Wooten, and she's going to be tied up, and that ball will go to the Bulldogs. Got to get that ball up above your head.
Yeah, quickly.
When I coached high school girls, I would chart that, and that for every one that you did, that was 100 wall jumps. And you quit bringing the ball down.
Yep.
Sorry, girls, I had to tell that on you. Addington, I think, got poked in the eye.
Poked in the eye.
Yeah.
In MMA, they would probably say that's my first warning to you. But we're not in MMA. She might have contacts as well.
She may do it. She may have got bumped there.
She does have contacts.
So she will come out, and
Pennington comes in for.
Excellent sportsmanship. The Buckhorn girl went over to check on her right off the bat, make sure she was okay, and I really like to see that.
Pennington comes in, and that's going to be 2 more for Pennington. Give her 4. Assist goes to Front Apple. Wooten against Pennington, crosses over, and is going to be tied up, and it will stay with the Lady Wildcats.
You know, Pennington, guys, she could help this ball club this year. She moves well, got a pretty good shot on her. So look for her to help the Lady Dogs this season.
Adams will come in for Stidham, and you know what? I can't remember which game it was, David, but she had a really good game last year that we did down here. I'll have to go back and look at my stat sheets. Blank beats him off the dribble, off the board, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Wooten. Shots up. Pennington's got it, and they got someone behind. That's Davidson. Average didn't see it till too late. Combs with a jumper, comes up short. Average with a rebound, dribbles it, and is tied up.
Jump ball possession back to the Lady Bulldogs.
Lady Dogs getting some good looks, but they're struggling with those little easy shots. So those will come as you get in better condition and get involved.
And Front Apple knocks it down.
Yeah, very effortless out there.
24-footer, and
you can tell she's got more extension on her jump shot too, David. I know you mentioned a while ago about it looking good. It's straight up and down now.
Absolutely.
And Deaton shoots it. It's a tie between Mullins and Combs, and it will stay with Buckhorn underneath.
Looks like Harlan's pulling away from Knott here with 2.5 minutes to go, 62-47.
And both of those teams played in the DJ Begley Classic here at Memorial Gym.
Really good games.
Really good game. We had a bunch of really good games. Front Apple.
I thought she was going to fire it, guys, from there, and probably wish she had it.
Yeah, she had a nice little Euro step into the lane, though.
Yeah,
and,
she did.
She's going to be a dandy, guys.
And I don't have a number 4. Hazard. Do we have a number 4 on that?
Nope.
We'll get that the next time out.
4 minutes to go. Bulldogs by 20.
Number 4 with a jumper comes up short. Pennington,
Nice pass.
Combs probably should have went up with that. Front apple into the lane, gives it up to Davidson, and she knocks it down.
Davidson's another one of those players that could really add some points to the team and some defensive pressure this year.
She's got 8, and that's going to be a foul on Pennington.
Yeah, Dave, I like Davidson and then Eddington before she got her eye poked. Both girls have improved dramatically.
Yeah. Gets it in, does Blank, and it goes to Deaton. And you know, Coach Blank's got to start with 8th graders like Deaton. And, you know, your younger players, as they gather a little bit more experience, Blank misses the 3. Front apple, 3 against 1. Gives it up to the opposite side and puts it in. And that's her first 2.
Yeah, I think Front Apple's got 6 assists already.
Yeah.
And Combs is a freshman along with Front Apple. So they're going to play a little bit longer with each other. Turnover goes to Buckhorn.
Buckhorn, a lot of youth on the floor. And so are the Dogs.
Yes.
Nice. That was a good look. Coach will take that every time down.
32-7, 2.5 minutes. Coach Blank calls out a different play. Going to run the shuffle cut off the baseline. Hazard's ready for it. Stolen by Front Apple from Wooten.
Got to protect the basketball.
No look pass. Front apple, and that's going to go. Oh, I already called it. Because I had the right angle, guys. I'm sorry.
It looked like it was going to go.
I should have waited, hesitated. Blank to the goal, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Combs. Davidson with a run out and off the board and misses it, but Combs follows up, and she is fouled by Mullins, and that'll be her first.
The Dogs have missed some of those tonight, but those you'll get better as you play 3 or 4 more games.
And you know, think about this as their first home game for the Lady Bulldogs. Misses the first. Eddington and Everidge will come in as Front Apple and Pennington will go out. And misses. The rebound's going to come down. Nice rebound that time by Adams. Deaton in the middle of the floor. Shoots the 3, and it will go.
3-point goal, good for Deaton.
Give her 7. Nice move by Everidge, goes in, misses it. Rebound's going to go off of Buckhorn, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Yeah, Everidge has had a lot of good looks and just not falling for her early.
And that's not typical of her.
You know, she's made some good moves like Jim brought up, but she's just struggling getting the ball to go.
Foul on the Lady Bulldogs.
And that's going to be on Eddington.
She's played good defense, had a lot of steals, and moved well, just not able to hit it right now.
And it's stolen by Davidson on the throw-in. Goes Eddington to Everidge. Everidge goes in. Kicks it out to Combs. And it will go, and it's a 2.
Correction, 2 for Combs.
34-10, Buckhorn needs to get that. There's the middle person.
And that's who you want to get it to.
Yep.
And that's going to be a foul. And that foul's going to be on 11. That is Everidge.
Got there just a tad too late and tried to grab the ball.
And Adams rips it out of there. Could have been tied up. Shot by Deaton is long. Rebound comes down to, that's Wooten, looks like. Yep. She was surrounded, and Deaton knocks it down.
Beating a good little shooter,
Yeah,
guys.
she is.
15, 16 feet. She looks very good.
Got to find a few more pieces to go around her. She's got 9.
Yep.
Three goes for Davidson.
Davidson, good shooter. She's played hard.
Give her 11.
9 seconds is all we got left, so Buckhorn trying to get it out there in a hurry.
Got to get it off.
Yeah.
Got to get it off, and it's not going to be.
We played a half at Memorial Gym, 37-12 our score. Hazard leading. We'll take a break, come back and talk a little basketball around there at the Man Toyota at the half.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym with the Man Toyota at the half. Hazard Lady Dogs leading 37-12 over the Buckhorn Lady Wildcats. And guys, the YMT first game is ended, and Harlan County is the winner there over Knott County Central. And Clay and Prairie will come up in the second game there, getting ready about probably 20 minutes or so away at the YMT. And here, first half, we've seen turnovers by Buckhorn. The pressure has bothered them, and I'm sure Coach Blank will try to get in there at halftime and try to have maybe an extra cutter. He may send all 4 across. He ran 4 across, and it worked for him a couple times.
But, you know, they got to score. Their big girls have got to find a way inside. They've got length and they got size. They got to find a way to get that rebound and get it on the backboard and score.
Yeah, strong. I mean, we've seen them rip the ball away 3 or 4 times, but not be able to create space in the lane to get their shot off.
But, you know, when you're playing against Front Apple and she gets everybody involved in the game and she makes 3-pointers, free throws, and is the point guard, Hazard's going to be, you know, you got to get the ball out of her hands. Any team's got to get it and make somebody else make some decisions.
Hazard has got a lot of looks tonight, guys, too, by the way. And you know, it's not falling for them, but it's early, and you'll see them start hitting more of those little easy shots as the season goes.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I'm going to make a bold statement here about Fronapple. I've watched a lot of basketball over the years, and as her grade, she really puts me in mind of a shorter version of a Charlotte Sizemore. The ability to score on all three levels and her passing, you know, not really what you see from a freshman.
Right.
Well, and she has size, and then she can also dribble the basketball and dribble it looking up the floor, which is in girls basketball something that you got to have from your point guard. If you're going to be really good, you have to have a point guard that can see not right immediately to the right, to the left, or 5 feet up, but it's got to be someone like when Davidson's running out, you got to see her and you got to throw it, and she can do that.
And she can throw it with a little pepper.
Pepper, little aspirin.
I noticed the strength of Hazard is better than it was last year. I've noticed that.
Well,
guys.
and you know, too, Hannah Cottle's not playing, so that element is not there tonight, which changes a little bit of the chemistry, changes a little bit of how you run your offense and your defenses as well.
Looking at our boys region, guys, we've got to see a lot of teams play now. We've not got to see Estill County play.
Or Powell.
But Powell has come up and played Knott County and looked pretty good. So, you know, our boys region might be a little more competitive than we first thought back a couple weeks ago.
Well, we mentioned in the preview show, and we mentioned Bryson Edwards. And right now, Bryson Edwards is in talk about being one of the top players in all the region. And you do that against Montgomery County and Coach Mays. Then, you know, you got to give them credit. And you know, you go to Knott County. I don't care what the records are. Don't care what goes on. But at Knott County, you beat Knott County at Knott County.
You played pretty hard.
You got a feather in your hat.
Yeah, you played well and got a W. So,
and you know what? We've seen Leslie County. We've seen Hazard. We've seen Purry.
All of our region teams are playing hard right now. We've seen Ledger.
Yeah.
And
a little bit more depth than we thought probably.
Yeah, I think it's still, when you look at it, Hazard is still in that top tier kind of by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But now what I thought was going to be Hazard 1, Breath at a definitive 2, I think now what I've looked at, you know, you've got probably 4 teams vying for that second tier right now in the region, and that probably will change as the season progresses.
Yeah, you know, their football legs become basketball legs for those who play football.
Perry, of course, you know, we watched them against Letcher Central, and I thought they were much improved when we watched them play Saturday.
They just laid a golden egg against Harlan County, and you go over to Harlan County and you lay an egg, they'll crack your egg.
Yeah.
And that's what they did over there. But that's early in the season. You throw that away. And once again, remember what Perry County Central did as the year went along.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, we're talking about right here at the Begley Classic. Look what Ridge Beverly, what he did against Ashland to allow them to do some different things. And you beat an Ashland club that had just played Great Crossing right down to the wire, the #1 team in the state. And, you know, and Ashland's going to get better when they add Jennings, but I heard that Jennings may not even play basketball. I heard that he's getting ready for football. So if that's true, that's a big hit for Coach Bonner at Ashland. But Ashland playing Boyd County tonight, I believe.
Ooh.
And I know right away that is probably going to be a heated game.
Oh, yeah. I saw today the first polls came out and had Hazard at 15.
15, yeah. But, you know, the thing about it is the Hazard Bulldogs, and some said, well, Hazard got a few calls Friday night. Well, I watched the whole game. Both teams got a few calls.
Yeah.
But Hazard just playing really well early.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just about a minute away here on the Man Toyota at the app. We're going to take a break. We come back. Third quarter will get underway from Memorial Gym.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
That's from my naval buddy.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym as Manus Blair, folks, has entered the transfer portal. So all you college coaches out there, if you need...
Now, Josh, I'm not entering the
a good
commentators.
Outside linebacker, get up with Manus Blair. Right, Jim Bob?
I still have eligibility.
I was thinking a place kicker.
I was thinking about ball runner. But anyway, here we go. And a nice pass into Eddington, and it goes off of her and out of bounds. Might have been a little bit too low. I couldn't see from here. Got to be up above the block. Hazard once again, man-to-man, full court. Nice drive. Tries to get it into Wood, but it was deflected. Stidham tried to get it in there. Pennington's knocked it away.
Well, Buckhorn did a great job breaking the press, setting their offense, and but once again, Hazard's active hands-on defense. Boy,
Davidson with a 3.
That's her third 3 of the game.
Yep,
third
Davidson
3.
had a good game.
Give her 14. Nice drive by Blank. Up, missed it. Rebound comes down to Pennington. Front Apple taking her time and gives it up to Average. 2-3 by Buckhorn. High-low by Hazard. Average with a 3 and misses it. Rebound comes down to Addington, who floats down from the high post. Front Apple off the board.
Basket's good for Front Apple.
Give her 14. Looked like Tim Duncan shooting it off the backboard.
Leah Eddington's going to give them a lot of length. I mean, she's got some long arms and very intelligent in the paint.
Yeah, this makeup of the Hazard team a little more elevated than last season.
Yeah.
Handoff knocked away by Front Apple, and Eddington is going to rescue it. Looks up with a two-hand unsailed pass. Unselfishly to Davidson and missed. Pennington wrestles it away, and it's going to be called for a walk. I love that sheepish grin that Pennington just gave. Didn't look at official Dirk Flincham, but wanted to.
Absolutely, and we got a run out for
and it's open.
Yeah.
And blocked by Front Apple. Deaton didn't realize she was closing on her that fast. Kind of looked like that Austin Spurry block the other night here.
Yeah.
And Pennington is going to get called for the foul, and that's her second.
Hazard and Breathitt both will play tomorrow night. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
That is correct, sir. And Stidham will shoot 2. First 2 free throws for the Lady Wildcats, and the first one is long. Me and Jamie got to talking about it. This goal is tighter than this goal down here. Had you guys noticed that Saturday?
I didn't, but, I'll be the first to admit, between you and Jamie, I don't have the same powers of observation as you two keen commentators have.
And Jamie and James are at Perry County Central tonight, by the way. I just saw a picture of them. They look really good, and Pennington misses it. Eddington throws it up, and it's going to be long. Deaton with a rebound. I mean that in a facetious manner. Sorry, James and Jamie.
I'm not sorry. Go ahead and talk about it.
They're not here to defend themselves.
That's exactly right.
So we can keep right on talking if they watch this, can't we?
Really enjoy talking with those guys.
Blank throws it over to Stidham. Stidham in the middle of the lane, knocked away by Davidson, goes to Average. Got a 3 against 2.
Got to bend your back going into the lane, handling the basketball.
Nice pass. Goes in, and Eddington lays it in, give her 8.
5 minutes, third quarter.
There's some guys could learn no-look passes.
Yeah.
This is shot by Stidham. It's long. Front Apple advancing the basketball up. Gives it up to Average.
That's the way you do it, guys.
She's coming close to a double-double with assists and points, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got a timeout, guys.
We'll just keep it here. Talk Friday night, guys. We're going over to Hyden for Leslie and Hazard. And, guys, that could be a dandy matchup because Leslie County got a pretty good basketball team.
In a tough place to play.
A tough and well-coached basketball team.
Miss Olivia Farmer and Ava Napier. And I put a little pressure on Lexi Wilson, didn't I, in the preview?
I believe you did.
And she said, if you remember, we did the football game, and she said the most improved player on her team was Lexi Wilson.
That's a lot of pressure.
And then I put more pressure on her.
Minus.
I usually don't put pressure on girls or boys that plays this sport. Some can handle it better than others. We'll see. We'll see her over there. We'll see if she's handling the pressure well. But that's going to be a 10. That's going to be a 10-man rotation by the Lady Eagles, and they're going to shoot the threes.
Yes, they will. That's
about as many as Mark Pope's team does.
Or Martin County.
Yeah.
Or thank you, Martin County.
Yeah.
The Cardinals. They put them up. Buckhorn to inbound underneath. Blank throws it over top. Gets it in to Stidham. And she'll throw it away to Davison. Davison goes in. Lays it in. Give her 16.
Does that put them on the clock?
And that puts it on the clock, guys. That means a running clock. Hazard in the 2-1-2. Wooten is fouled, and I think that's going to go with Davidson. Tell by looking at her face. She says me, and me was right. So that's her first. And Adams will come in for Stidham.
And, you know, guys, you can tell that Buckhorn is well coached.
Yeah,
they're running. I mean, they're running a very fluid offense. It's just right now,
and they know where they're supposed to be.
Exactly, you can tell.
And
impressed with that young lady.
Yes, for an 8th grader.
Yes,
she's got a big high ceiling for her down the road.
Yes, she does. She's going to be a player.
And she's got double figures. She's got 11 as Pennington turns and puts it in.
Finally gets that 10-footer to go.
6 points. And do you notice the front of that rim?
It was a little looser, Manus.
I need to.
Only Jamie Couch and Manus would notice that because they shot the ball all the time. Jim Bob.
Listen now. And Blank misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Mullins. Deaton's going to shoot a 3, and it doesn't go.
You know, she's got a nice shot, though.
She does.
Addington with the rebound. Into the middle of the lane, surveying, goes to Average. Average circles through, steps through, and is knocked away. And I did not find out.
I think you'll see Coach Howard go to the bench often now and try to get a little experience for his very young girls.
And it's early for both teams, and you're trying to get as much experience as you can possibly get. Average left alone, and she makes it.
Nice shot.
Give her 4. You know, she didn't score in the first half.
No, she played good defense, and she played hard. She just couldn't get it.
She had a lot of shots in and out.
Yeah.
Deaton with the basketball in the middle of the floor. Survey. Blank goes there looking for the high-low, but Adams turned and unable to get it to her inside. The old Dickie Adams high-low. Average goes in. Pump fakes, goes off the board, misses it. Number 4 gets it, goes up, it's blocked, and the rebound comes down to Adams. She's got Blank ahead of her. That's one thing she'll have to learn as she gets older. Get that thing up. Blank with a runner, and it's good.
Good for Blank.
Give her 5. Davidson with a 3.
She's got a pretty shot.
Yeah, she does.
You better not leave her open this year.
She's going to get some buckets for the Lady Dogs this
And
year.
especially if you got front apple throwing it to you. And that time it was Combs. Give her 19. And it's going to go off of Wooten.
Into the game for Hazard, number 2. Number 33 is Heidi Jones.
Looks like Maddie from Apple is probably done for tonight. What a ball game she's had.
Jones is in and Strong is in.
Yep.
I don't have a number, but I just heard Mr. Scott Napier say that. And that's the 3, and it will go down.
3 for Higgins.
So number 4 is Emily Higgins.
Yes.
Yes.
And so Higgins with 3. Sorry, I just did not have a number from Arbiter or KHSAA website. And Mr. Scott Napier, I copied off of him, and he didn't have it either. But he knows the girls here. Blank with a 3, and rebound's going to come down to Adams, and looks like Everidge is going to be called for the foul. Yep.
Hazard, number 11,
That's her second.
Team 3rd.
And there's to Adams off the board, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Strong.
Got her a good shot. Just shot it too hard.
Nice look there off the board and good.
I'm telling you guys, I mean, Emily Higgins, another 8th grader that shows a lot of promise for this Bulldog team.
Absolutely. We played 3 at Memorial Gym. We'll take a break. 4th quarter coming up.
This holiday season, don't just deck the halls, tech the halls with brand new devices from Appalachian Wireless. All of Santa's good boys and girls are going to love this holiday deal. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny with the unlimited or mix and match plan with a standard 2-year agreement. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny. See Santa's little helpers at your favorite Appalachian Wireless location for details and tech the halls. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
I'll let Jim Bob interview him. Welcome back to Memorial Gym, and we're giving Jim McCauley a rough time in Hazard KY.
Hey,
was it a blarge?
Huh?
Was it a blarge?
Well,
block or charge?
It was a charge.
A blarge. So foul to me and foul to you.
Yep. 4th quarter getting started. Buckhorn will have the basketball. We're underway from Hazard.
And you're going to see the young girls for Hazard, and Buckhorn's put a few young girls in too. Number 5 is in the game, and that is.
Basket is good for me.
I missed that. Who scored?
Deaton.
Deaton again. Give her 13. I was
be a
looking
little
down.
player Deaton is.
I was trying to figure out, but I can't. Nice looking shot. Missed it.
Back up in for Olinger.
I don't think that's who I've got for number 2.
They say Olinger.
I thought that's what they said, but I don't have one. I think I need to work on this by Friday. Nice look in the middle. Got the ball in the middle. No one stops her. Goes in and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Wooten. Deaton in the middle of the floor. Dribbles to the left. Shoots that 3. Nice pass. Wasn't ready for it. Goes out of bounds.
Into the game for Buckhorn, number 22.
Stidham and Mullins back into the game.
Also number 40, Stidham.
Shout out to my lecture manager, Tim Eldridge. Shout out to Ryan Farmer. I know he's watching.
Oh, Ryan Farmer. He's a basketball man, no question. Sportsman.
We'll be over to see Scotty Boland. He'll be keeping the clock.
Ryan, yeah.
Friday.
Can't wait to see those guys.
And thank you, Ryan, for sending me a Christmas card.
Yeah. I tried my best to send him one back. He said he got it. So
Okay, I haven't got mine out yet. I need to do that. Nice fake. Goes up. On target. Puts it up. Misses it. Tapped by Adams. Oh, and that's going to be a foul.
Foul is on number 2, Olinger. It's her first.
And we do have a running clock with 5.5 minutes
we want
to
to
go.
thank Hazard Administration and Eddie Browning, Athletic Director, for allowing Hometown 24 to come down. We greatly appreciate them and all their hospitality.
From Saturday to today, we might as well just stuck stakes in the ground and stayed.
Yeah.
Mullins saves it from going over and back. Deaton from way downtown. She must be playing one-on-one with Christy Combs over at Buckhorn.
I bet she can outshoot Kit Christie.
Steps called on
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, Christie's not got that follow-through she used to have, guys. She's a little bit short on the shot.
Listen, I can still see her when she played with that big perm bouncing up and down the floor. Nobody could do nothing with her.
No, she was a player.
She was tough.
Steps called on the Lady Bulldogs.
And I don't know. I don't see her. Is Christy here, guys?
I haven't seen her.
I don't see her.
And
but
if you're
I'll tell
watching,
you,
Christy, we care a lot about you, girl.
Yep.
She's one of the best.
And
Good
she's
ball player.
And she's a good official, too.
Good person. Always
Lord.
good to talk to her.
When we come over to Buckhorn, give us some money.
Yeah, she just can't fish.
Can't fish.
No. Couldn't
Oh,
catch
that's gonna-
fish. Just couldn't catch one in an aquarium, David.
Look, guys.
She's not here once again. She's not here to
Not
defend
here,
herself.
So let's brag on her, no matter what.
She's a Hall of Famer.
She is.
And both coaches putting players in and out to get
Yes,
a little
they are.
experience here.
Brooke Woods into the game for the Lady Bulldogs.
And it's blocked that time by Wooten. You know, guys, Monday night is a tough time to get going. You're back in school.
Yes, it is.
Your teachers are making you work hard.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
hard to come play a ball game.
It is. It is.
Or it could be like at my house, my wife's getting on to me about doing work. I didn't work today, and so it's hard for me to come to a game. But anyway, I spent my time at Blackie Leatherwood Clinic, but Deaton almost goes. Rebound, nice rebound by Mullins, and she is fouled, and she will shoot 2.
Foul on number 2,
Clock near 3 minutes, and
once again, I want to talk about Buckhorn's new gym, or the
Yeah.
it looks really nice, and the big picture the on the end down there with John Paul Amos and Pat Wooten, and I couldn't tell if Larry Sparks up from TV. I couldn't tell if he was on there or not.
Larry, you know, ended up at Leslie County with the girls and did a great job with those kids.
And you got to remember, he had Mr. Moore in 1993 at Owsley County and went to the All-A long time ago.
Yep.
And he coached boys and girls at Leslie County.
And he was at Buckhorn with Coach Amos.
And he's a Buckhorn kid through and through.
Yeah.
The Sparks family, and that's going to be out of bounds, and it will stay. Yep, stay with the Wildcats. A lot of good friends I have in the Buckhorn area. Nice pass, and that's what I'm talking about right there. You got to put that thing in the goal, and Wooten did. Girl, you got to do that a little bit more.
Guys, we'll go ahead and list Maddie from Apple as our player of the game, and also the other young lady,
Miss Carly Davidson.
Carly Davidson. I thought both of them played even tonight, and we'll let Jim Bob talk to both of them right after this. And
nice play, and puts it
Jim
in.
Bob will sign us off as well, and we'll put him on the spot here, and we'll be. I want everybody to know we'll be at Hyden on Friday night for Leslie and Hazard girls. Should be a dandy, so you join us for that. And me and Manus will sit back and watch Jim Bob absolutely
work his
ask
magic.
some hard questions to the Lady Dogs.
And Miss Pam Front Apple will not say a word.
No.
I see her sitting over there and smiling.
Yeah, no doubt.
Was a good basketball player at Letcher High School.
Well, I know some coaches at Letcher that were former Letcher coaches, and Danny Bates and Manus Blair. And
Oh, my.
I just don't think you get any better than that.
Pretty good fellas.
Don't put me with Coach Bates. I'm
Coach
nowhere near the
Bates,
coach he
a
was.
legend. And how about his son Danny, who always have done a good
Whitesburg.
job?
Took
Yeah,
Whitesburg to
Danny, a
the-
very good coach.
And still coaching at the Letcher Middle School.
Yeah, and you can bet he's doing it right.
Oh, they always run the best offense in middle school. I love watching their teams play.
We run number one. Number one.
4 seconds go, and the Bulldogs will end up winning this 64-21. And Manus, I'll see if we can get our players of the game here for Jim Bob. And Jim McCauley will go ahead and sign us off after a quick interview with the girls. And we will be back on Friday night. And
Maddie. Hey,
10.
Get Carly.
Yeah.
Get Carly.
Yep, right here you go. We've got 2 fine young ladies going to join us.
Come over here, girls.
And Maddie will take my set.
Okay, girls, can you hear me, Carly?
Yeah.
You hear me, Maddie?
Yeah.
All right, you guys have been selected as TVS players of the game. I want to talk to you guys a little bit. My name's Jim McCauley, and I'll be working with these guys. But we've watched you guys play for the last couple of years, and it's always been the thing. Hazard's young. But now you're going on to your 3rd year starting here. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think we are. We've been working all summer, and I think we're ready for a region.
Yeah, I was very impressed, Carly, with your shooting tonight. I think you were 3 for 4 from the three-point line. And Maddie, floor vision was phenomenal. I could tell that's something that you've worked on from last year, besides getting stronger. It's very obvious you've got stronger. What are your guys' goals this year for the basketball team?
Our goals are to win region. We want to go to Rupp.
Same thing with you?
Yep.
So what have your all season consisted of?
The weight room and getting up shots in here all summer. Yep.
And it's very obvious. You know, David, Manus, and myself all said you guys look like you've gotten stronger from last year, and you can tell by your shot you're getting up a little bit higher on it. So is there any teams this year that you're looking forward to playing?
Probably not. They say they're number 1, so we want to get that number 1. So.
All right. So, Carly, you are a freshman or sophomore?
I'm a junior.
Junior. Sorry, they had it down here wrong. A junior. You're a freshman. So you guys have got one more year after this, but you think this is your year.
Yep.
So what do you guys need to do to win region?
Play together. Yeah, I think we've been doing a lot better this year sharing the ball.
Mhm.
So if we keep on doing that, that should get us to Rupp.
And you guys are at Leslie County on Friday.
Yep.
And that's going to be a good game, right? Leslie County's got a good ball team. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah, I think we are. 2 district games in a week. That's
right. It's
that's
that
what we
time
work
of
for
year.
as
That is.
district.
Well, girls, thank you so much, and good luck to you guys this season. And we look forward to seeing you guys. We'll be at the game Friday night. So looking forward to seeing you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, don't blow now.
All right, guys, and this is Jim McCauley from Manus Blair and David Adams signing you guys off, and hopefully we'll see you guys at Leslie County Friday night. Thank you. Good night.